So that's pretty big, and it looks like there are berries or seeds in there. Could be a black bear. We haven't seen any bears around here this whole time, and we've been here, I don't know, 5 months, something like that. But bears can swim.
It's been a long, long time coming. Yeah, it's been a long, long, long time. It's been a long, long time coming. Yeah, it's been a long, long,
So if you guys want to know what we do every day at 5 o'clock, we have mocktail hour. It's not truly an hour, it's about the mocktail 15 minutes. We worked all day today, getting work done, getting stuff done. Jacqueline worked on health coaching. I worked on Romp It Up, trying to get sponsors, and then labeling film so that I can find clips. We get so many clips that I can't find them. So we worked all day, and this is how we're ending it.
And I had a goal to stay in my pajamas all day. I put on my pajama pants.
Boom, she knocked it.
And this sweater that I wear just to lounge around, and I worked my butt off all day in my pajamas, and I loved every minute of it.
Loving every minute of it.
And now I deserve a break, so
You do.
Here we are.
Want a Kit Kat?
No.
I am on fire today.
Man. It's a little bit cooler here today, as you can see by what I'm wearing. So we thought we'd work on a few projects. I just came to get our toolbox, and Dave is underneath the camp. And boy, is it a mess under there. So we're just trying to get that cleaned up. We're taking some wood out. So I just thought I'd show you kind of what's going on. So here we go. There's the toolkit.
Hey. Thanks.
You're welcome. Having fun under there?
I'm just trying not to stand up because there are all these floor nails. Right? Like it's like an old medieval torture chamber under here.
Yeah.
So much wood stored under here that could heat the house for a year with everything under here. It's just scraps. The good stuff's in the house. And there's some glass under here. So I have my father-in-law's knee pads on. Now I get why he wore these around. Man, it makes sense, especially with nails and spikes of glass down here. Yeah, he could.
Oh, wow.
Could really mess yourself up. So, yeah. So this is the drain pipe from the bathtub and the sinks. Everything goes out here, and it was sagging like this, so there was a low point. So I just took some. I don't have any of this out here, like this hanger stuff. So I use parachute cord. It'll get us through at least for now, and then next year when we come back out, we'll get some more of this. But the parachute cord's pretty tough stuff, especially if it's not out in the elements. And then I raised this one because once I raised the middle, this went up and it didn't do any good. So I pulled this apart and put that up so that it would hang there and not have a low point there or put too much stress. A lot of it's to not have stress on the connectors. So now we have a little water leaking here, so I'm gonna get a screwdriver out and tighten that hose clamp down a little bit and get that going.
So this is what it looks like when you get a camp and you have other people's stuff. There's a lot in there. Look at that. Wow.
So this is the little toolkit I had talked about in our 15 things, 487 things that we brought with us. It comes in handy because Jacqueline could just bring it out and everything's here that I need, and I don't have to keep running back in. I guess you could have a tool bag, but this works really well, and I love it, yeah. So I'm gonna tighten this hose clamp a little bit. I'm gonna have to do it from outside.
Okay. All right. I think while he's doing that, I'm gonna go do some projects inside. So part of why we're doing all this now is because, like I said, it's getting cold and winter's coming. It's fall now, so you can kind of see the trees are starting to change and it's getting a little chilly. So when it gets really cold, we don't want to be out here doing all this stuff. All right. Thanks for listening.
All right, you guys, so we are at the notorious shed. This is where we have our generator. This is where we have our lithium batteries. This is where there used to be lead acid batteries. No more. They're dead, gone. They didn't get filled with water and they went bye-bye. This trail leading up to our shed from our cottage was worn down from day one because we spent probably a month trying to figure out what was wrong with our system. Latime came through and said, you know what, we'll send you batteries. Talk about our batteries. That's a fair trade. Since then, things have been rocking and rolling. One cool thing about these batteries, they have a BMS system which protects the batteries from overcharging, overheating, things like that. And the other thing is a completely easy install. One thing that I loved about them, or love about them, I should say, is they have the handle. So Jacqueline and I were able to carry together an 83-pound battery, not a problem. I even loaded them into the boat without a problem. They weren't that heavy. Super happy to have them. Thank you to Latime. Thank you guys for watching. And we have a promo code in the description, and you guys can get your own set of batteries. Ours, 200 amp hour, 24 volt Latimes. Love them, love them, love them. Thanks, you guys.
So I was reading that the spray foam will close up on itself, so it's a one-time use basically. So I'll show you what I did. Hey, it doesn't have to look pretty. So if no more mice come in, then it's all worth it. I don't know, if they do come in, I'm gonna have to spray foam every little crevice and corner. I think I got most of it, but I don't know. I'm doing what I can, just doing what I can. And I'm still gonna put the traps in because those mice have evaded everything that we've tried to do in the last 4 months. But yeah, it looks crazy in there, but I'm a little crazy from having mice in here. So I think it's gonna work. Fingers crossed. All right, this is where I'm gonna try to foam because this is where there were little prints in the flour I had out, and sunflower seeds were there, and mouse droppings. Never used this before, so I'm all gloved up and everything, and ready to go. See what works. Oh my. Cool. Probably should wipe this off. All right, then I'm gonna have to come back in here and get rid of all this flour, but hopefully no more mice. So I was sitting up at my desk, and Dave was up there too, and we were just being really quiet, you know, working. We both had headphones on, and out of the corner of my eye I saw movement. So I looked over, and as soon as I looked over, I saw a little mouse running, and it saw me move, and so it went back to the hole that it had come out of. So now we actually know where that mouse is getting into this ceiling. I guess it's the floor up there, and it's the ceiling here to the loft. So that's really good news. So then I came to the closet down here where we have traps, where we were catching them before. I looked to see if there was a mouse in a trap, and I was gonna grab a trap, you know, to bring up there. And there's only one trap there. Well, there's another one like along the wall. So there are 2 traps, but I had 3 traps in there. So maybe it got caught in it and dragged it like underneath or something. So now we have to investigate. See, there are the 2. That one and that one, and there was a 3rd. So the first thing I'm gonna do is grab that trap. This is the one that seems to be getting them the most. So I'll show you what kind of trap that is. I'm gonna put some peanut butter on there and put it upstairs. I would love to live trap that mouse, to be honest, because he did look kind of cute.
Get the mouse.
Yeah.
And then we could get a cat to play with the mouse so that it has a buddy.
Did you hear that? Might be up there right now. We better go. So it's these kind right here, jaws.
Put your finger in there, show us how it works.
No. I'm going to load more peanut butter on here and put it up where that hole is. All right, let's get them.
Don't use the good peanut butter though.
This is actually the only reason that I have peanut butter, because welcome to another healthy living tip with Jacqueline. So I don't use peanut butter at all because it is so caloric and fatty. I actually use PB2 powder, and it tastes really good. So, you know, it's not quite as delicious as regular peanut butter, but it has so fewer calories in it and a lot less fat. I'll grab some. Ooh, this is the PB2 powder I have. Look, it's chocolate flavored too. So anyhow, that's what I use in place of actual peanut butter. But for my mouse traps, real peanut butter. And I do help people to get healthier and reverse metabolic syndrome. And I'm gonna show you a client transformation right here. If you're interested or curious in what I do and how I can help you, you can send me an email, theborderhookups@gmail.com, or you can just check out my Facebook page just to see some of the yummy recipes and things like that. That's been another healthy living tip with Jacqueline. Time to fatten up the mice. I'm using some wooden cutlery because it kind of grosses me out to use like one of our butter knives or something like that and then wash it. I feel that I would need like scalding hot water or a dishwasher, and I don't have a dishwasher. So with this, I can just get rid of it afterwards. So look at that. Disposable cardboard knife. All right, don't want to put too much because you want them to really get in there. There. Yum. All right. Nope.
That is good.
Here we come, mousy, mousy. that hole right there. Yeah, you do realize that we'll probably catch that pretty quickly, so if you don't want to be here to witness it, you might want to stay downstairs for a while. My sensitive heart husband. So look at what we found in our yard. Right there.
Oh,
So that's pretty big, and it looks like there are berries or seeds in there. Could be a black bear. We haven't seen any bears around here this whole time, and we've been here, I don't know, 5 months, something like that. But bears can swim, and I do know that somebody said there were bears on one of the other islands where there was a fish cleaning station. So, yikes. And the thing that freaks me out, to be honest, is that we have these windows in our living room, and sometimes I leave them open at night, and they're right where the deck is. So they're like this far off of the ground. So I will not be leaving those open, because what if a bear comes around and smells food and then just bloop through the screen and inside? Eek. Good thing we have some bear spray.
whatever you do, do not turn around.
At one time, I tried using bear spray. I'd never used it before. And I sprayed it. And guess what? When you spray it, you need to leave the area. I did get a little bit in my eyes, but I learned really quickly that you can't do that. Looks like bear. I'm going to do a little bit of more research, just in case. But I mean, what else would leave that big of a, what would you call it? Excrement. A bear.
Hey, I found him. He's actually in here on the couch watching Grizzly Adams reruns. Yeah, he's right here. Got it. What?
All right.
Hold on. Yeah, he wants a snack. Do we have snacks? Like some cheese and crackers, maybe? Maybe like a mocktail? Wait. Yeah, mocktail. Maybe like an orange mocktail he'd like. Yeah, okay. Yep, I'm coming. He's trying to figure out the remote. Okay.
All right, so at the end of the day, we did get 2 mice that came out of that little opening. And what else?
Well, the bear's still here. Bear's still sitting in my Archie Bunker reclining chair watching TV. Won't give up the remote, typical of bears. But he hasn't come around outside, which is good. That doesn't make sense, but he's inside, but he hasn't come around outside, so he can't be inside. But we want to thank you guys for watching another episode of the Border Hookups. Please remember to subscribe, and to ding that bell so that we can let you guys know that's when we, Jacqueline and I, have more episodes coming on out.
Yeah, your subscription actually really helps us out, so we really appreciate that a lot. And we appreciate when you comment. So we hope to see you out here somewhere.
Out here. Take care, you guys.